Otaki, performance climbing shoe, precise, supportive and structured. Ideal for climbing on crags, walls and boulders. Double Velcro closures for quick closure and precision. P3 system construction. Heel shell with innovative S-heel. Maintains perfect stability in torsion. Abrasion resistance coating for toe hooks. Vibram excess edge 4mm sole. Otaki, precise and sharp, like a samurai's word. Squama, sensitive, snug-fitting, flexible climbing shoe, ideal for top performance both on rock walls and in the gym. Maximum sensibility and precision. S-heel allows perfect stability in torsion, enhancing performance for heel hooking. Sole in 2 parts to enhance longitudinal flexibility. Protective, ultra-grippy rubber insert for overhangs. Vibram XS Grade 2, 4mm sole. Squama. It fits like a skin, it protects like a scale.
Hi everybody, thanks for joining us back here. We are about to commence the team event. The team event at the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive. This is our final event for the day. And we have a total of 39 teams today, and they'll be competing in flash format. So we have 6 teams, each team comprising 3 people in one detail, and they have 19 minutes to climb the 6 routes that you see in front of you. 6 problems for our 39 teams.
So this is actually quite different from the other team events that we see, because for the other team events from other competition, they actually do a rotation format. So for Boulderactive, we are actually doing some kind of a flash format, except that the groups have to move as if they're one body.
Yes, indeed. So if one climber from the group or the team is attempting problem 3, all the team members have to be with that one climber. They also have a demonstration climb. You might have missed that, but you can watch it on, I think it will be up on our Facebook page. Excuse me. I think it will be up on our Facebook page. So some of these routes have been set by climbers from Team NUS, some of them from the climbing community in Singapore, like Nevin.
So right now, live with you with the live streaming is Ashley and me, Patrice. Thanks to our sponsor, broadcasting sponsor, Live Technologies.
From Malaysia, right?
As you can see, our first detail 1 of our team event is on their way. So each detail have 5 to 6 teams, and they have 19 minutes to finish the routes. So they have a total of 6 problems set. So each team is made up of 3 people. It doesn't matter of the gender makeup of each group. Does not matter, but you can't have more than 2 intermediate climbers in one team. So open climbers are actually not allowed to join the team event. It's alright, the open men and open women we will have their own show tomorrow. So on route 1 we can see Uni. So these routes have been set by Team NUS and NUS Climbing Club, as well as different volunteers. So we see a top right there. So girls actually score double. So in team event, there's actually a bit of a strategy going on right here. So if you get really strong girls and all of them top the routes, they will do better than a team composed of all 3 guys actually. So in this detail, we have 5 teams. So our first team called T1 Burdens. In this team, we have Marcus, Rady, and Minion. On our second group, we have Gabe by Gab, composing of Brian, Eunice, and I guess the name is dedicated to him, Gabriel. So on third team in this detail is called Farron and Friends. So we have Dana, Farron, and Uni. Sorry, for Farron and friends, it's actually Dana is replaced by Colin. So right now you can see Colin on route 1, trying to get his balance right there, trying to get the match fit going on. Inching his waist. So this wall is actually a slab wall. So they are really tested. They really need to step hard as their body can pop up anytime soon. Nice save by Colin right there. So you can see on the left screen. So climbing is also about leg power. We will see if Colin end this route for his team. Need to get his right leg. 2 hands on the end and he inches way. So our next team, really long name, but really interesting. So their name is 3 Little Ching Chong Ding Dong Ling Long Ping Pong Balls. Well, sounds like a nursery rhyme. So this team is from NUS, composing of Hui Ti, Yan Chai, and Jeremy. Another team named Here for Free, composing of Junwei, Yiwei, and Lun Rong. So this entire detail is actually composed of NUS climbers. NUS climbers both from Team NUS and NUS Climbing Club. So we can see Gabriel finishing route 1. He needs to get 2 hands on the end tile. He does. So right now on the screen on the right, we have a 1 hand on the end tile and 2 hands. Since I'm also in open category, I cannot join team category anymore. I remember joining team category and it was really fun. The pressure of topping the route is not as stressful when you're climbing alone because you have your friends. So you can actually discuss the beta, so how to do the route with your teammates. So you can point out a step here or step there by your own teammates. And they also had a demonstration climb early on. As you can see on Route 5, our climber started out with a volume from under the wall. This wall is called the arete. So you really need some core strength and some leg work right there to keep yourself in the wall. You can see they're almost horizontal or parallel to the ground. So these tiles that you're seeing, these colorful tiles and volumes that you are seeing on the wall, is probably sponsored by a climbing partner, Climb Asia. Climb Asia is also providing prizes for NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive. So they'll be giving us season passes, 2-for-1 visit, as well as shoes from La Sportiva. So right now, if you're looking at the left of the screen, the people here in the audience are really going crazy, cheering her on. So in this team event, they must move together, so they cannot split up. So let's say there are 3 people in the team. One person cannot be at route 5 and the other person on route 4. So if they decided to do route 4, they must do it together. If anyone is missing, they cannot start the climb.
Yes, indeed. That's the point of the team event, to climb together as a team, so everybody has to be on the same route. We have Farron Tan, our very own NUS climber. He's on the bonus tile. He's taken a couple of attempts to get here. He's looking for the top. That's the AIX volume right at the end. That's 2 hands and the top for Farron, who looks like,
well, he died.
He's calling it a day.
So even though this is a team event, that doesn't mean these routes are any easier. They are still putting our climbers to the test.
Very good evening. We are live from Digital Life Mall. This is Funan Digital Life Mall. This is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive. We are on day 2 of the competition. And we are watching the team event right now. It's just detail 1. We have a total of 6 details, if I'm not wrong. 7 details and 39 teams. This is the 3rd year we are at Funan Digital Life Mall, and it's also the 3rd year that we've got Black Diamond sponsoring this competition. Right now, we're looking at Route 2 on the extreme left of your screen. That's Colin. He looks very happy to be done with this route. And now we've panned over to Route 3. This is the route set by our guest route setter, Florian from France.
So right now on your right, you're looking at Route 5, and Yunyi is on the wall, trying to pull herself up to the next yellow block. Still hanging on. Still hanging on right there. Still have not given up. These are climbers, tenacious. She will try again. She will get that tile. She's not giving up. So you can see her heel hooking the yellow block on the volume, trying to get as much pulling strength as she can. Will she make it? It's alright, as our climbers still have 8 minutes. Still have 8 minutes to finish the climb. So right now on Route 1, we're also looking at one of our climbers. So in this detail is mostly made up of Team NUS and NUS Climbing Club.
Lonely Boys 93. All right, right now we're watching Detail 2. Climbers from Detail 2 are also all from NUS. We have Team Cockfosters, Team RIP Funan, the IT Mall, Team Flash, Team Lonely Boys 93, and Team Grass Jelly and Soya Bean Milks. I have no idea what these are. Yeah, these are all climbers from NUS. Oh no, wait, the first Team Cockfosters are actually 3 climbers from different universities, NUS, NTU, and NIE. That's Leong Hui Yu, Clarice Chow, and Kamarul Arifin. In Team RIP Funan, the IT Mall, they're actually referring to the mall closing down for renovations. So Funan, not the IT Mall, but Funan Digital Life Mall, their new name, will be undergoing some renovations very, very soon. And they're going to take some years before they reopen. And I think they actually have a competition where you can suggest to them some improvements you'd like to see. Some improvements in the some new additions to the Digital Life Mall that you would like to see. So do suggest to them to have a permanent rock feature maybe, so we can climb here every single day.
Yeah, I can just go shopping first and then I'll come back and go for a climb.
Okay, Patrice, who else do we have? So from Funan, the IT Mall, we have Celine, Quinn, and Sabrina. These are climbers from Team NUS.
For Team Flash, we also have Charmaine, Jess, and Edina. So it's all a female team. So every top they finish will be double points. After that, in our 9th team, we have Lonely Boys 93. I have no idea if that's some kind of hint. Lonely Boys 93. So take note of their names, right? Fred, Wei Tia, and Ima Dudin. Make sure they're not lonely anymore, I guess. And next up, our last team in this detail is Grass Jelly and Soya Bean Milks. And in that team, we have Adelia, Nigel, and Deepa Krishna. So this entire detail is mostly NUS, but there are also climbers from NTU and NIE.
Yep. All right, let's see who's up on Route 1. She's got the bonus tile.
Trying to keep that split.
She's a bit stuck at the moment. She needs to get to the other side, the right side.
She's shaking off. I guess the pump is getting to them.
There she goes. Okay, push. She's just like one move from the end right now.
You can see her shaking. It's alright. They have 30 more minutes to reattempt this route.
Yep, we have a total of 6 routes for these climbers in this category. All set by climbers, 4 climbers. So the route setters include Florence, Shu, and Daryl and Dave from Team NUS climbing team. Florian, our guest route setter from France, actually set the route that you can see on the left side. That's route number 3. Hilman, our coach, set route number 4. And Safran from Black Diamond, he set route number 5.
So some of the people competing here in the team category are also actually are volunteers from NUS who have been working tirelessly as route judges for the other categories. But as you can see, even though they've been on duty these past 2 days, they have still the energy to fight on and make it to top 3 teams.
Yeah, that's true. This competition would not have been possible with all our officials and volunteers. They're not just route judges, they set and test some of these routes. That has been happening the whole week this week. We had the wall up on Sunday right after Pump Fest, and route setting started on Monday all through till Wednesday night. And we also have our chalkers and brushers, spotters. We have the registration team. We have the photography team. Speaking of photos, our day one highlights, so just a selected few photos, are up on the Boulderactive website. The Boulderactive Facebook page. So if you search on Facebook Boulderactive, you'll be able to see an album of day one highlights. That was the Novice and under 17 qualifiers. And perhaps we'll see day 2 photos today.
Oh, I can't wait to see those photos. Just love seeing the people happy faces, and sometimes it's just the face of pain as they hold on to the small crimps and tiles.
Right, our climbers in detail 2 have about 10.5 minutes left. Some of them are still working on some routes that they haven't accomplished. Others have moved on to something new because they don't want to keep trying the same thing and get demoralized.
But there are plenty of routes for them to do. There are 6 problems, and they have 19 minutes. So it's really cool that we are here and live streaming. I remember 2-3 years ago we didn't have this kind of thing. This live streaming was actually started by Boulderactive, and ever since then all the other climbing competitions have started streaming and really putting our climbers in the interwebs there forever.
Yep, and it's all thanks to our official broadcast sponsor, Live Technologies. Thank you so much for doing this for us year after year. Live commentary is actually new as well. We used to just have the MCs, so bear with us. We're still new to this entire thing. And on top of Live Technologies, we have a whole bunch of sponsors. Our title sponsor, of course, Black Diamond. They've been with us the last 3 years. They specialize in top gear for skiing and climbing. And just as the routes here are from climbers for climbers, Black Diamond products are designed by climbers to be used for climbers. And it really, really just highlights the spirit of their products to withstand all you do, all these extreme sports. And their gear has always been pushing boundaries the same way Boulderactive has been. It's also thanks to Black Diamond that we will be seeing some of these products as prizes, harnesses. We have shirts, backpacks, apparels, and even a crash pad up for grabs.
Also, our climbing partner, Climb Asia, also provided the colorful tiles and volumes that you see on the wall. These tiles, sponsored by HRT, Technique, Soil, E-Grips, and Metolius. Other than tiles, they're also providing prizes for Boulderactive, such as shoes from La Sportiva. So if you're needing new shoes for your training,
I need new shoes.
Well, it's time to compete.
I was doing the demonstration climb in my Cobras that had a hole in them, so I'm not competing this year though. And of course, without our venue sponsor, the soon to be torn down Funan Digital Life Mall, we won't be here. So thank you so much, Funan, for housing this very noisy, chalky event again. This is the third year running that we're here.
And actually, to commemorate the last year Funan, we actually have this category called Fun Climb.
Yeah, that's right.
So like Funan, Funan, like a play on
Fun Nan climb.
Yeah. So if you know any family members or friends that do not climb but
and
want
you'd
to
like
try,
to introduce them to the wall of climbing, we have this category just for them.
so they just have to come on site and register. It's just $50 registration fee.
Okay, $15 to climb on these amazing walls. That sounds great. I'm gonna get my dad maybe.
Yeah. And the thing is, the climbing style will be different. It's like a carnival style.
Right.
So there'll be 15 routes, and the more routes they finish, the bigger and the better the prize for them.
Sounds great. Okay, now we have a climber up on Route 1 and also on Route 5. And Route 5, that's a finish. That's a route by Safwan. Safwan's our route setter from Black Diamond. He's also from Malaysia. And we have gone global and regional with this competition. Our route setter is from France. We have other route setters from Malaysia. We have competitors from all over the world, including one from Japan. Watch out for him. Meiichi Nagasaki, his brother actually just won the Vail World Cup.
Ooh, so we're gonna have a good show in the opens tomorrow. I
Indeed,
see.
he is here because he won the North Face Cup this year. And we have a sort of agreement with the North Face Cup that winners from Boulderactive will go there to compete. And so this year, the North Face Cup winner came down. Meiichi is currently climbing in one of our gyms locally. So you'll definitely see him tomorrow. He's warming up.
So time to get your markers or your pens if you want him to sign your shirts.
Yeah, man. He's one to watch out for because he's only 17 years old. And in the most recent World Cup, I think he placed 20th or something.
Oh my god.
But he's won multiple World Youth Championships.
That's really impressive. What was I doing when I was 17? So regardless of age, height or gender, these climbers are really gonna fight hard. So here in Boulderactive, there is an opportunity for everyone to show us their best moves and their best grips and their best smiles as they climb. So for those who are just tuning in with us or accidentally clicking this link, you are currently watching NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016 right here at Funan Digital Life Mall. We are now in our team category. Here with you in a live stream is me, Patrice, and Ashley. So right now you are seeing our climbers. This detail is mostly made up of climbers from NUS, but there are also climbers from NIE and NTU. So this is our second detail. We have a total of 7 details for this team event. There is no finals for the team event, so this is the only chance they get to win a podium position for themselves. So only the top 3 teams will win an award and prizes by various sponsors such as Climb Asia and Black Diamond. So this is our last category for today. We actually had intermediate women this morning, intermediate men earlier this afternoon, and right now we are having the team event. Tomorrow, you can look forward to fun climb in the morning, and after that we will proceed with the open women category and open men category. And on Sunday, we will be having the finals for the various categories, as well as a campus challenge. So calling out all those macho men and macho women who wants to show off your pull-up strengths and your campusing strengths, come on down right here at Funan on Sunday. Also, one of our sponsors, East Coast Practitioners, is actually gonna be here tomorrow. So East Coast Practitioners specializes in osteopathy and physiotherapy. So being climbers, sometimes we get injured, such as wrist injury, ankle. And so Marcus from ECP, East Coast Practitioners, is going to be down here to provide free consultations for our climbers here participating in Boulderactive. So better come down here and get yourself some free consultation if there's anything that's bothering you, whether it's a weak wrist or a loose ankle. Take this opportunity and get yourself checked. And so now detail 2 is finished. Next up is detail 3.
We've got 1 minute now.
So right now we are starting with our team detail 3 in the team category. They have 6 problems to complete. Each team is composed of 3 people. The gender makeup of the team does not matter. However, girls score double points. So there is some kind of strategy there also. If you have more females in your team, the higher score that your team will get. In this detail, we have climbers from the team name, #team sponsor me. So I guess these people are looking for sponsors, so take note of their names. Aliza, Zoe, and Allison. So one of them, Aliza, is actually from Men Polytechnic. Another team called Radical from NUS, composing of Wei Yang, Theodore, and Justin. There's also Team Toxic, all from VJC. So inside we have Druval, Rachel, and Kenneth. So Team SL Gops, We have climbers from, in this team, we have climbers from ITE Sime, that's Ahmad Zaki. From serving his national service, we have Syed. And from NUS, we have Fadil. And his name is Fadil Yunus Alsagov. So I guess this team is named after him. And last one, Eliminators. That's right, you heard it, Eliminators. Composed of Joyce, Noel, and Yi. So this is our third detail. We actually have 7 details all together, so we're almost halfway there. So as you can see on Route 5, oh no, after shaking off, he missed the last tile. So every move matters. Sometimes in the last second, you might just pop out of the wall. I think on Route 1, we have Zoe from #SponsorMe. Trying to get her balance right as she is climbing on the slab wall right now. So as you can see, she is stepping on those volumes. It looks like as if she's not stepping on anything. No worries, these volumes are sanded, so they are rough. And with the help of the climbing shoes, it actually helps them stick. So this is a skill. Smearing is really important for all our climbers. When there are no tiles available, you just have to smear and hope your shoes stick.
Yes, indeed. Actually, climbing shoes are made from a very special rubber, the same rubber used in F1 car tires, so they are not your regular rubber shoes. We also generally downsize, so what I mean is that if your shoe size for sports shoes, for sneakers, is a size 8, you would probably buy a size 6 climbing shoe. So climbers are kind of binding their feet. We get really ugly calluses from that, but it helps us with stepping and feeling the footholds to do more precise footwork.
Personally, my climbing shoes are actually 2 sizes smaller. I mean, it's hard, it's really painful, but this is what we gotta do to climb our best.
We're currently witnessing the team event. Thank you for joining us live. This is coming to you straight from Funan Digital Live Mall, where we are having day 2 of 4 days of competition. We've got all these categories that you can join, all the way from under 17 to novice to intermediate. We've seen those. Right now it's a team event, so climbers in groups of 3 are attempting problems that you see in front of you on your screen. That's Allison on the left side. That's route number 1. She is on a slab. That means the wall kind of leans in front about, I don't know, what's that, 5 degrees?
I think so, but this is one of the most lean-in walls I've seen. I've not seen this on the gyms yet. There's one at one of the gyms, on-site climbing gym, but it's not a slab.
It's not as slabby.
Yeah.
So Allison has two hands on the bonus. She's going to have to swing over to step on that foothold. Wow, look at that split. That was a full split there.
Those tights looking nice.
She leans over.
Kind of matching the tile colors.
Yeah. And then we have a climber starting on the extreme right side of the wall. That's route 6.
You can see those footholds are really small, so they need to concentrate as they step on it.
And Allison tops route 1. Good job, girl. Oh, she's smiling for the camera. We have a photography team above and on the ground. They are at the top of the walls and on the ground as well. So these cameras were very, very nicely sponsored to us by Nikon, our official camera sponsor. Unfortunately, I don't think we're giving any cameras as prizes.
I don't think so. But just to let you all know, these photographers actually undergone a course held by Garrick, one of the climbers in the climber community, who also is a photograph enthusiast.
So now we also have a climber on routes 3 and 5. Route 3 was our route set by the guest route setter from France. That's Florian. And Florian will be organizing a route setting course in Climb Asia next week. So you can go to Climb Asia to find out more. He has, of course, route set for many, many major competitions like the French National Championship, the Bouldering French Cup. He also helps set for the national team training. And he came 12 in 2012, just 4 years ago, to set for Gravical. That's another annual bouldering competition organized by SMU. But this year he's here at Boulderactive, and he really misses Singapore, even though he doesn't miss the weather. He's been looking forward to Kaya Toast, and he just had some lunch as well earlier. Yep, we have somebody from Team Elsegolf up on route number 4. Route 4 was set by Hillman. He's looking
For his teammates for help, but
Yeah.
I guess his teammates just laughed at him.
so unfortunate.
Well, that's what team event is all about. Sometimes
It's fun, yes.
Yes, it's not about topping the routes. That's not their priority. Priority is having fun and working together, solving these problems. However, the top 3 teams will actually walk away with prizes.
Yes, indeed. Prizes from our sponsors and climbing partner, Climb Asia. Climb Asia is going to give them some free climbing passes. We have harnesses, bags, and shirts from Black Diamond. So these climbers are definitely looking to be among the top 3 teams. But that's not an easy feat. We have a total of 39 teams today. And 7 details. This is detail 3 of 7. Our last category for day 2. Do join us tomorrow. We start early in the morning for a fun climb. So that's actually set for people who are not used to competitive climbing. And if you just want to try it out, do come down to Funan. Registration is from 10 to 12. It's only $15 for a pair of a parent and child. And then that will go until 2 o'clock. And after that, we have the very strong, very, very impressive climbers from the strongest category we have locally. That's the open category. We're going to do open women first, followed by open men. And then on Sunday, we go all finals all day.
Can't wait for opens because we are following a different format this year.
Yes, indeed. This year we have introduced a new format for the open qualifiers. We're not going to spoil the surprise for you. You either, stream live or come down to Funan Digital Live Mall It's not that far away. It's in the heart of Singapore. So do come down and check out the action for yourself. I promise you, the environment is completely different.
You can see the smile of one of the Team Osagovs. Oh, Team Radical, sorry. Right now, struggling to reach the last style. He touched it but missed, but it's alright. They still have 5 more minutes to reattempt the route. So the shirts that the climbers are wearing and the officials is actually sponsored by apparel sponsor Compre Sports. So making sure that the athletes have the apparels and the shirt that they need does not hinder their performance. So right now we have Alison from #SponsorMe on Route 4.
She's
Inching
showing
her
us her flexibility once again with that split. So this wall is a bit special. There's a little tight nook, I'm sorry, this nook that they have to cram themselves into. It's a series of tiny screw-ons before she goes to her final towel that is a big jellyfish sloper. She didn't manage to top though, but she does get the bonus. We've gone over to route number 1 now.
So our route setters really made sure that these routes are not just physically demanding, but also nice to look at. So the aesthetics of the routes are
Yes,
also...
they do take that into consideration.
Yeah,
Sometimes you see routes with a smiley face.
yeah.
And earlier on in the intermediate woman category, we had a ring of tiles.
Yeah.
The turtles. Turtles in a pond, I call it.
It was really fun. I demonstrated that climb. Even though it looks good, it's actually quite difficult to climb.
Yeah, speaking of routes not entirely being physically demanding, I also think it's a really cool thing that in climbing, which is very rare for other sports, men and women, girls and boys can climb together. It doesn't mean that guys are particularly better than females at this sport. In fact, sometimes girls might have it easier because They are more flexible, they're more agile. Sometimes guys are a bit too bulky for this sport. It's not a pure muscle physical sport. And the team event certainly shows that because we have guys and girls climbing the same routes here. And girls score double points, so that's a bonus for our teams. It's an advantage to have a girl in your team. So Alison makes another attempt now on problem number 4.
But she has less than 2 minutes.
That's
to clinch
right,
the
less
top.
than 2 minutes. But that's a lot of time. She just needs to commit to that push. Unfortunately, she doesn't make it. Let's see how the rest of our other climbers do. That's somebody on route 1 and someone on route 4. That's the whistle. We have 1 minute left for our climbers in detail 3. Wow, that must have been painful. She slipped and scraped her pants all the way down that volume.
Well, we'll see a last minute top on route 4. Still plenty of time
climber.
to make that end. Yeah,
No,
she
no,
got
no.
a one hand.
Oh no.
So right now we have less than 30 seconds to go. So you can see our climbers, especially on route 1, trying to hustle his way through that slab.
He's got 13 seconds. It's just one move from the end. He's going to lean over, touch the sidewall with his
Yes,
foot.
5 seconds.
And
it's an
yes, he gets it.
Just in time.
Saved by the whistle. Next up, that's detail 4 coming out. Detail 4 climbers are from NUS, NTU, Nanyang Polytechnic, SUTD, Anderson Junior College, Climb Ascend, and NA. What is NA?
I wonder what that organization does. I would like to know.
So the very first team, Team 16, that is Rockefellers, comprising Jasmine, Marcus, and Joven. Team Furos, I can't say that. Gary, Muhammad Feroz, and Tan Meijing Zhou. We also have Xiao Xiao Ren. I don't know if that means small person or crazy person.
Really interesting
So
names.
that's Firuz from Nanyang Poly, Roxanne from SUTD, and Tan Hui Ling from NUS. We have the regular casuals, Aloysius Yap, Mohammad Ijab, and Marcus Tan from Anderson Junior College. And we have Climb Ascend Team 1, Melchizedek Joshua Jitam, Carl Brewer, and Hans Brewer from Climb Ascend, and Pew Pew Biceps from Na. They comprise Darius, Charmaine, and Gwen.
Well, pew pew guns means like what? Biceps, like
Pew Pew.
pew pew biceps.
Biceps like guns. Guns like biceps.
All right. Well, you can see it right here in our live streaming. You can see if those biceps impresses you. So we have Roxanne on the last route from team Xiao Xiao
Run.
Ren. Oh, these actually are my juniors. I think they meant small people because they're quite short.
Okay. So petite people.
Yeah. But height does not matter as long as you have the courage and confidence to make the move.
have to mention this on Route 1.
There's a really
That's
cute Stitch.
Aww. It's Stitch on the wall. Stitch is climbing.
So there's a really interesting chalk bag right there.
Yeah. But every time she chalks, she's like putting her hands in Stitch's brains. Alien brains.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't stop looking at Stitch. It's distracting. Alright, we also have a climber who's from Xiaoxiaoren, I think.
Yes.
Up on Route 6. Very brave, although small, but very brave. And she's going for the top now.
She actually competed for intermediate women this morning.
I see, and that's a top. Very nicely done. Stitch is still making her way over. Maybe I should call her Lilo.
You can see Jasmine on Route 5 really pushing, doing that bicycle move a bit more, and she still have time to reattempt this.
So what Patrice means by a bicycle, I was going to say biceps. So the bicycle is a technique where you step on the foothold, but you take your other foot and you toe hook on the other side. So it's a step, it's a push and pull kind of tension movement that kind of keeps you from swinging out. Usually do it on underclings or pinches like that.
So on Route 3 we have Jasmine struggling with the bonus trial. She have time to reattempt this route. She is actually climbing with her VJC friends.
And there's some climber up on route number 5. Just one move from the end tile. So actually the taller guys are able to span and reach from the bonus tile. It's like an intermediate move. But earlier on when I demonstrated it, I think I matched on the second last hold.
Yeah.
That was a bit dicey for me as well. But I think for taller guys, they have the advantage of just reaching out to the end.
I think it was dicey because the wall is actually a bit inclined, so it actually pushes you out. So thanks to our climbing partner, Climb Asia, we actually to enjoy a variety of angles of wall, from a slab wall to incline walls to nooks and to an arret and an almost like a hang over here at the
Right, yeah. So all these wall profiles make for a very interesting competition. Not to forget the volumes and tiles that have been sponsored by Climb Asia. We've got AIX volumes. We have tiles from So Ill, E-Grips, Technique HRT, and Metolius. And that is the top on route number 5. Like I said, guys do a lot better at the last move because they can just reach for the end tile. It's a bit unfair, but it's not always the case that taller climbers have an advantage. So sometimes there are very cramped routes and the taller climbers are unable to make certain moves because it's too cramped, and smaller climbers actually do better at those things. Imagine a very high step and your foothold is very close to your body. That's an example of when it doesn't benefit a tall climber. So although we didn't see any tops, that was some really tough climbing from our climbers. They're really pushing themselves here, but at the same time having a whole ball of fun because this is the team event and they're able to climb with 2 other team members. We have a maximum of 3 team members per team here. And you can see it's quite a popular event. We have a total of 39 teams, and that translates to 7 details. Each detail gets 19 minutes to climb. And currently on the wall we have detail 4. They are just over 9 minutes left. And we have a whole host of routes here, a variety of those that require balance and technique, those that require more dynamic throws, some that have slopers. I don't think we've got any jugs at all. Do we have a jug?
Well, we do have a jug, but it's upside down.
It's on route 3. We have an undercling jug, that's right. I guess the end towel is also a jug.
Yeah.
But yeah, the team event used to be like a lot easier than this, I would say. I mean, every category used to be easier in the past. So with every year that we organize Boulderactive, we are pushing the difficulty of routes. We are pushing all these boundaries, the size, the height of the wall. The route setters we bring in have been world-class the past couple of years. And the climbers are also flocking to this place, regional and international climbers. We've had climbers from Malaysia, Indonesia, Thailand, Japan, Hong Kong, Korea, China. We were supposed to have some climbers from Macau this year, but they were unable to make it. Who else do we have?
We also
Australia.
Australia and Philippines, and I think we will see most of them in the opens.
Yes, that's right. So we have an Australian climber taking part in OW, Open Women. I'm losing track of all these different countries they're from.
And some of them actually competed here in the same place here at Funan last year, so they're coming back for more.
Yeah, that happens a lot. You get addicted to the competition. It becomes the competition to train for. And I would say, I might be biased, but I would say this is the most anticipated competition of the year. And it's all thanks to our amazing sponsors, title sponsor Black Diamond, our climbing partner Climb Asia, for putting up the wall and this providing us with all these tiles and volumes. We're also in partnership with Outdoor Life. They have sponsored vouchers for our prizes. And our very patient and understanding venue sponsor, Funan Digital Life Mall, that allows us to erect this huge climbing wall in the middle of their mall. This will be the last year that Funan is standing before they go for a revamp in their look. So we're wishing them all the best, and we hope this will be our venue for the year that they open. We can be their grand opening act.
That will
event.
be nice.
Yeah, so it will be their closing event and their opening event.
Should be Boulderactive, right? So if you're down here in the area or you plan on coming down tomorrow, you can check out all the shops that are having their closing down sales, and you can also join us in a fun climb.
Yes, indeed. If you're going to buy a camera, you can test it out on our climbers here. If you see our photography team, they're all holding Nikon cameras. That's our official official photography camera sponsor. They have very kindly lent us these cameras. So all our amazing photos on Facebook have been shot on Nikon cameras. So climbers in detail 4 have about 5 minutes left. They have, we have a climber on the left side of your screen. He's gone the route of a dyno instead of the static route that was the static strategy. That was actually the beta for the route. But if he tops this, then good for him, and he does. So the other thing I really like about climbing is that there's always more than one way to tackle a problem. So when the demonstrator climbed this route earlier, he actually was facing outside, facing the crowd, and he had to bring his arms and legs in a very static way.
He needed to do some tension underneath the volume.
Yes, you're
push up.
pushing up on it, and then you gotta bring your foot up. But the dyno is definitely straightforward. Definitely not intended, but there's always more than one way to it.
So Ashley, which is your favorite route so far? They all look so good, can't choose one.
I think it will have to be the one that we're talking about.
The
Route
volumes.
2. Yeah, I'm not a fan of volumes, so that will definitely be. If I was in this competition, I would fear that one the most. But I think it really makes for an interesting route.
Well, all these climbers all about conquering their fears and making that jump.
We have a total of 7 details in this team event category, and it's also the last category for this day of competitions. We are on day 2 of our 4 days of competitions. Tomorrow you can join us for the fun climb in the morning, followed by the open category starting with the women and then the men. They will be competing in a new qualifiers format. I hope that will be fun to watch. I can't guarantee it because it's the first time we're trying it out, but do let us know what you think. And on Sundays, we start with the open semifinals, and then we go to all the different finals from U17, under 17, to novice, to intermediate. And then we have an amazing campus challenge. That will be really fun to watch. I think we're just trying to convince Florian. We're trying to convince Florian to join the campus challenge. And that will sort of preempt you for the very exciting open finals happening on Sunday evening. If you can't be here in Singapore, do join us online. Live Technologies will be streaming every single moment of Boulderactive 2016, so you won't miss a single thing.
But nothing beats coming down here and soaking in with the psych and the energy up here together with the audience, the climbers, and NUS itself.
Our climber with the stitch chop back is now up on Route 2. She's doing what the demonstrator showed earlier on the wall, but she looks like she's in so much pain trying to replicate his moves. So even though the demonstrator does do a demo climb, it's not always easy to replicate it. And sometimes different strategies might work, especially if your body type is very different from the person who climbs it.
Yeah, so for some people with longer span, longer legs, sometimes they will usually split their way to the wall or reach and tickle the tile as they go. And so for shorter people, we tend to be more dynamic to make up for the height.
So are you the kind that goes static or dynamic?
Well, if left with no choice, then I have to do a dynamic move, but I will try to static my way as usually. Feels safer.
Yeah, it is safer, and you want to be safe because in a climbing competition, every attempt counts. So climbers are ranked based on the number of tops and bonuses, and the more attempts they take to reach a particular bonus or top tile, it actually affects their scores. So they're scored lower if they take more attempts to reach the bonus or top tile.
We'll see if we have a last minute end on Route 1. She has 5 seconds. And
Wow.
she ends it with 2 seconds to spare. Nicely done by Fairuz from Xiao Xiao Ren.
And Detail 5 runs in. They are raring to go. Detail 5, we have climbers from National Junior College. We have climbers from NTU. And Climb Ascend Team 2. And the rest of them have no affiliations to any institutes, but I'll call out their names. First of all, Team 22, that's Darwinism. Tan Yi Ling, Donovan and Julian. They are from National Junior College. We have 3 climbers from NTU, Leong Ik Sheng, Jason Tan and Jeremy Tang. Their team name is Fluffy Cacti. Fluffy Cacti. And then the next team is GLA SIN. I believe they're from the University of Glasgow. So that's why GLA-SIN. That's Grace Leong, Alicia Ko, and Jamus Hing. Our next team is Climb Ascend 2. That's Samantha Chung, Jasmine Lajatan, and Isaac Lau. The next team does not really have a team name. It's called My Team Name. They comprise of Rebecca from NUS, Phua Jia Yi, and Yap Jing Wen. And our last team, they're either being very honest or very humble. That's Team Newbie, Tria, Diaz, and Ernest. Ale climbers, you have about 18 and a half minutes to climb and attempt these 6 problems in front of you. Already we have climbers on Route 2 and Route 6. Route 2, our very voluminous route. A very brave girl has taken that on as her first route to attempt. I would not do that.
Can really see her pushing up and using a lot of tension both on her legs and her arms. But she eventually gave up, letting her teammates go at it first. So that's the thing about team event. You can watch each other climb, and your team can actually let you know on what best way you can do these routes. So we can see a strong campus right there on Route 5. I wonder if he would like to join our campus challenge on Sunday. So those blocks, sometimes in climbing, bigger may not mean better.
Bigger usually does not mean better. I mean, look at the voluminous roots. They're huge volumes, but they're not nice to be gripping. They're not nice for gripping. Uh, these blocks are okay, I think.
Yeah, you would need to know where to hold them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that comes with experience, and being a gym rat really helps.
Unless the new tiles are really never before seen, not even in the gyms. Someone else now on Route 5. So climbers have a bit of a problem sticking that foothold.
Yeah, because it's flat and straight down.
Yes.
And she's almost parallel to the ground.
You really need to put a lot of foothold. Your foot must be very strong, and you must maintain that even as you go for the next tile. So that's a bit of core work as well. We see someone attempting to finish problem 2, and he does. 2 hands on the final volume. So the final volumes marked in yellow. The single blue tips are where the bonus tiles are. So getting there with a stable hold gives you a bonus point. And someone about to top Route 4. 2 hands on the so-called jellyfish thing. So that's another example of how a big tile is not necessarily the best.
Yes. Usually these kind of things, like a slow peak kind of tiles, putting your load below the tile might be better. As long as once you stand up, the grip on that tile becomes worse. So if you are right here, you will hear the cheers and the laughters of our team, because this is what team event is all about, working with your friends. Climbing might be an individual sport, but in team event we give our climbers a chance to work together, and they can make up of any genders. So it does not matter if you're all males, a mixture of girls and guys, or all guys. Everyone will get to climb together. And these rules are specifically set to challenge these climbers in different ways, be it the flexibility, their power, their dynamic movement, or their techniques. So once again, you can see on your left screen, trying to push against those volumes. You really need some tension because the wall is actually inclined, so it's kind of pushing you out towards the ground. So now you're fighting against gravity, making sure that gravity does not get the better of you.
That's what climbing is all about, fighting gravity. So I guess the best body type for climbing, even though there's not one particular body type that does extremely well, but you have to be lean. You can't be overly bulky and muscular. Long limbs help. But
this could all be made up with other ways. If you're shorter, you just
be more dynamic, more powerful, more more strength is needed if you have to reach for tiles.
And for taller climbers who need to crank in corners, they need to be more flexible to do drop knees to make sure the height fits inside those nooks. And of course, not forgetting you need certain finger strength. As you can see, these tiles, some of them are really tiny. Sometimes only a pad of your fingers can fit. And you might be carrying your entire weight on your fingertips. So if you're just joining us right here, we are currently on detail 5 of our team category.
That's right. So 2 more details to come. Don't go anywhere. That's our last category. This is our last category for the day. We have a whole range of climbers in this category. There isn't really a limitation on who can compete, except national climbers and open climbers. You are not allowed to take part in this competition. Unfortunately, this competition, this category allows anyone from novice, intermediate, under 17, even non-competitive climbers can join this competition. And a combination of girls and boys in each team is possible as well. So girls score double points for their teams, double tops, double bonuses, but also their attempts will be doubled.
So it's alright, open climbers and national climbers, you can still come down here and cheer for our team category. And you can have your own turn tomorrow during the opens. So steal the show and show us how strong and how it's done.
Yes, indeed, our open climbers have been, competing locally and regionally for years. They are one of the most experienced climbers in Singapore and around the region. Like we mentioned before, we do have international climbers from Australia, from Japan that will be joining us tomorrow. We start after the fun climb event, so in the afternoon, do come down and support these climbers. They will not disappoint you, I promise you.
Hello.
Hi, Zayed. Thanks for joining me.
Hey, what's up, Ashley?
So you've been here the whole team event. How do you think the routes are like?
Wow, I think they're fun, they are interesting, and I think the routes really test a wide range of repertoire of climbing for our athletes today.
Yes, indeed. I was just telling them that Route 1 is not a muscly route. You can't muscle through a slab. So if you look on the left side of your screen, that was set by one of our Team NUS climbers. Her name is Florence.
Oh,
And she was the one who demo climbed the route as well.
nice. We've seen all the routes from today. We have the intermediate women, the intermediate men, but this one is rather tame, I must say.
Tame.
Yeah, this is rather tame than what I've seen and what we've all experienced from the morning.
I see. Yeah, but team event is meant for climbers from under 17 all the way to intermediate. So we are catering to some climbers who are not as experienced in the competition scene.
Okay. I think people like me, I'm the one who should be climbing this kind of route.
So why aren't you joining the competition?
Because I am here entertaining you live from Singapore, Funan Digital Life Mall, to all the audiences around the world that you're listening to this and watching this, brought to you by the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive team. Fantastic.
Yes, indeed. Of course, not forgetting Live Technologies that has made this possible.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're the tech guys behind this broadcast. Very unique, I must say, very unique. Not many climbing competitions in Singapore has,
Live streaming.
Live streaming. Hopefully we can attract bigger brands next time. Fox Sports, ESPN, if you're listening to this, come on down to the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive.
Witness and soak in the psych
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be here on the wave until the 19th of June.
That's right. We are on day 2 of 4 days of competitions. Tomorrow, really, really exciting stuff. We begin the morning with a rather tame, as you would say. It's a fun climb.
Okay.
It's a fun climb for a fun mall.
Definitely fun. I know it's a sad thing to hear that Funan will be closing for a short while due to renovation works.
Yes.
But you know what? They have about 178 stores here, some of which are going on crazy, crazy discount. You must come. I tell you, you better
It's a
come.
closing sale, clearance. And you could get a new camera and then test it out on our climbers right here in the central atrium.
You know what? Actually, yesterday I bought something. I bought an iWatch for $1.
That's not going to help you with the
No,
climbers.
it does. It does. One iWatch for $1. iWatch protector for $1. Some
I thought
stuff.
you said you got an iWatch for $1.
I know. iWatch protector. I haven't finished my sentence.
An iWatch protector for $1, I guess. That would be useful in a climbing competition if you climb with your iWatch.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to track your heart rate, but we have how many more minutes left? 6 more minutes left.
6 minutes left. This is detail number 5. We still
Okay.
have yet to see details 6 and 7. They will be coming out right after this. And 6 routes for them. 19 minutes of climb time.
Fantastic.
And of course, this is a team event, so they have to move route to route with their team members. So a maximum of 3 form a team in this category. And it's fun because they get to support you and cheer you on and give you tips about what to do. And you can watch them climb just before you go.
So let me get this right. If I come with a team of 3, we have to complete one route at a time.
Yes, you have to move like together as one entity.
Wow, okay. So you cannot split up and, one person climb one route.
Everybody's doing their own thing.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
cannot.
Oh,
That's not a team event.
I see. So we have to climb one route, 3 people try one route, and then we move on to the next one.
Yes, but there's no order to which route these climbers have to attempt. So they may plan their strategy. Sometimes they want to start on something easier to warm up.
Okay, so they can go to route number 6 and then route number 4 and then go route 5.
back to 6. Yeah.
Okay. So it's up to them.
Yes.
I see.
They are looking to get the most number of tops. You can see the tops are marked in yellow. We've just got a top on route 6 there.
Oh, nice.
And they are marked in yellow, yes. The start positions are also marked in yellow. And then in the middle of the route, there's a single blue tape, and that's the bonus tape, bonus tile. So there are points for getting the bonus as well as for getting the top. And top 3 teams today, top 3 out of 39 teams, will be getting some very attractive prizes. We've got our prizes sponsored by Climb Asia. That includes Climb Asia climbing passes. We've got chalk from Metolius. And Black Diamond apparel and products like shirt, crash pads, shirts. I said shirts already. Harnesses. Yes, that's it.
All right, right now the climbers for the team event have about 1 minute remaining before we invite the next following detail. That's detail number
6.
number 6. Okay.
So 1 minute left, and they have to hustle if they want to score points. 30 seconds now. We've got somebody on the bonus tile on route 1.
Okay.
That's not a route to rush through, though. You really need to take your time on this one.
We have 13 seconds left, and a few climbers are actually, inches away from the final ending hole. Let's see.
3
2
seconds, climbers.
seconds. Can he do it?
Oh, that is not going to count. He got his top a split second after the whistle had gone, so that
close.
will not count. 1 minute now for the changeover. We've got climbers in detail 6 coming in. These are climbers from NTU.
Hey, we are on the screen. Look at the camera on top. Wave to everybody. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. Hi. We are here live in Funan, Singapore.
The mall for all your digital needs, such as an iWatch protector,
Yes, I bought an iWatch for $1.
an iWatch protector.
For $1. I gotta tell you, it's $1. It's amazing. Amazing.
Not as amazing as what's happening in front of you. This is the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive 2016, the 19th year that we are hosting this competition. It's brought to you by Team NUS and the NUS Climbing Club. You're watching the team event right now where climbers in teams of 3 take part in the competition together. They attempt these routes with each other, hand in hand, not literally, but they have to move from route to route. And in this detail, let me just introduce our climbers. From Jian Tao Jian, we have Vincent, Jia Zhi, and Yi Xing. From Team Magikarp, from NTU, these climbers, they are Gabriel Sim, Elena Quack, and Neo Ferozia. Team Dinosaur, Dino being the dynamic movement that you see on the walls when they kind of fly and catch something.
Okay.
Dinosaur, Leon Lee, Noel Lee, and Shanti. Shanti is actually the Team NUS sports officer.
Oh, okay. So basically, they're all from the Lee family.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
And Team RC from Temasek Polytechnic, Suhaidir, Muhammad Gufran, and Darius. Mei Li Mao.
Ah, okay.
These climbers are from SIT Mei Li Mao. No Manners, Tai Yu, Pei Jian Yi, and Alison Lim. And last but not least, 3 grumpy cats. They're from Singapore Poly and SIM. Lim Sing Yi, Intan Shazwani, and Lawrence Ho.
Okay. So we're gonna see them.
These cats have to
For
climb
the
the
next
wall. I didn't know cats
18.
could climb walls.
Cats can climb, but they cannot come down.
They jump,
Yeah, they cannot.
and then they need firemen to bring them down.
Cats can climb, they cannot come down. When you see cat climb up, tell them to come. They can't do it. Okay. There might be some viewers who are not so familiar with climbing, and when I first started climbing, I was wondering what are those bags or pouches that is attached to the climber's waist.
It's treats, like
Oh, it's treats. Yes, of course, it's treats. You need that kind of treats to be able to climb.
those that the zookeepers and pet trainers, they have a bag of treats.
Yeah.
So when you finish, you put your hand inside
Exactly.
and you take a
You take what out?
handful of treats.
The kind of bags I carry have different kind of treats actually, but this kind of treats that they have here, they are the white powder that you see coming up is actually magnesium carbonate, which is the same compound and the same kind of chalk that is used in the Olympics and international standards for chalk.
Yes.
So
So gymnasts use them. Olympic weightlifters.
Yeah.
Yes, so climbers use this as well. They are not treats. Maybe they're treats for your sweaty palms.
Ah, okay.
So they would chalk before and after, sometimes even during a climb.
I know. I
And
mean, I'm sitting here and my hands are already
Sweaty.
sweaty. Give me some chalk, please. Oh,
well, we do have Metolius Climbing that makes chalk as one of our sponsors at Boulderactive. So if you want some chalk, you gotta win some prizes,
oh, nice.
and you can do that by competing.
Oh yeah. I
Never
mean,
mind.
Yeah, these guys,
Count me out.
they are in for a treat because
A treat.
Yeah, a treat. I mean, look, we've got so many competitors joining, but
Yes.
the challenge is only 8 people from each category will be going to the finals on Sunday.
Yes, we're talking about the individual categories here in
Mhm.
under 17, novice, intermediate, and opens. Top 8 get into the finals. Except for opens, actually, we have an intermediate round for the open climbers. That's like the semi-finals.
Oh, okay.
That's happening on Sunday morning, and then the grand open finals will be on Sunday evening.
Oh, it's okay. So
That's the competition to watch, man.
so the open category, they have to go through
3 rounds.
3 rounds. So they climb in the evening on Saturday.
Yes.
The afternoon, evening.
Afternoon and evening, and then Sunday morning, if they make it to the semi-finals, I
Yeah.
think the top 16 go to the semi-finals.
Yeah. And then they will select 8 people.
I think
For the
6 people
final.
for the finals. I
6
have
people.
to double check.
Oh, okay, okay. But let me tell you this actually. If I was going for the qualifiers and then we have to go for the semi-finals before the finals, I would probably, by the time I reach the finals, the only thing I can climb is to my bed. No.
I hope
no.
you don't have a bunk bed that requires even more climbing up the ladder.
Nope, no way, no. There's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We've been setting and testing routes all week, starting from Monday. All these routes did not just materialize overnight. They have been the product of a lot of effort and time by our route setters. And even testing it has made me a very, very tired person.
But I must say one thing, climbing it's really nothing without the routes that you see. They are not by accident actually. So we have a guest route setter coming all the way from France that we have invited.
Yes, Florian Escoffier from France. He has been setting for the French National Cup as well as French national team trainings. He's always there to set routes for them. 4 years ago, he was here at Gravical,
Okay.
2012.
Oh, this is why he looks familiar, huh? Yeah.
Yep, this is his second time setting for a local competition.
Okay.
He's very excited to be back. We
well,
might go for some chicken rice later.
Florian, if you're listening to this, by any chance, merci beaucoup for coming to Singapore.
Singapore.
Singapore. The Chinese, the Mandarin will say, 谢谢. The Malays will say, terima kasih. And
Tamil, to say in Tamil is Nandri.
Nandri, thank you, merci beaucoup for coming to Singapore and for producing such marvelous work of art. For coming up with routes like this, it takes art and precision. It's a choreography of many, many things.
Yes. That is what makes climbing such a wonderful sport. If you look at the wall,
Yeah.
there are all these holes.
Okay.
Holes and holds. So the holes are where you can screw in any volume or towel.
Just don't screw anyhow.
Don't screw any.
Okay, so you have to be precise. Where do
With
you
the
put the
screwing.
holes? Okay. Okay.
And when you put in the tiles and volumes, they can be
Into
at
the
any
holes in the
angle,
wall.
right? They can be any angle.
So you put the tiles in any angles in the hole.
Yes, and then you rotate them until
Oh,
you're
you
happy.
rotate them until I'm happy.
Yes,
That is nasty. That is wow. Okay.
any one of the 360 degrees
Okay. So you gotta find a handhold or foothold,
that is
And
of the right size,
the right size.
the right kind of grip you're looking for,
Okay.
and you find a place on the wall.
And you place it.
Yes, And then you can turn it around.
And you turn it around, spin it around.
Yes. If you want to check out how route setting is like, actually Florian is having route setting courses next week from Tuesday to Friday at Climb Asia. Climb Asia is our climbing partner for this year's Boulderactive, and it's really a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn from a world-class route setter like Florian himself.
Well, okay. So can you share more details, because I might be interested. Do I have to pay?
I have to check. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay, we'll get back to you guys. If any one of you are interested, all you can do is just give Climb Asia a call. Yeah. Or go to their website, get in touch with them through Facebook, Twitter, and find out more about the route setting course by Florian.
10 minutes left for our climbers in detail 6 before we call upon the last detail of the last category this evening. Thank you for sticking it out with us here on YouTube. This live stream coming to you straight and live from Funan Digital Live Mall.
It's straight, huh?
Straight.
Okay. Live. We are live right now.
We are live
We are
right
live.
now. Every single move you see is happening as we speak.
Whoa, look at that. One thing I noticed is the way some of these climbers, the female climbers especially, you don't see them with such bulky muscles, but some of them, the way they move is so graceful. It's like climbing is really I would say it's a sport that requires multiple disciplines. For example, you don't just rely on the arms, or you gotta be flexible and.
Yep, it's a myth really that climbing is a very upper body kind of sport. You don't have to be super bulky. In fact, lean is the way to go.
Yeah.
You don't want to be carrying extra weight because we're defying gravity here.
Yeah, and you don't want a wall on a wall also. So we'll just stick to lean. As long as you're a lean, mean
Climbing machine.
Climbing machine.
All right, some news about the route setting course. Actually, from the 21st to 23rd of June, we have a course for the advanced route setters. $145 for 3 days of route setting action. That's something you can't get. You can't really put a price on that. And then for beginner climbers from the 22nd to 24th of June, and everything you learn will be from Florian at Climb Asia,
Okay.
8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, that's a good deal. Is the lunch included?
No.
Okay, so don't eat.
So beginner climbers, beginner setters, it's $96 for 3 days of, intense learning from Florian, learning the essential skills and mastering all these route setting.
Hey, I mean, if you ask me, I think it's a really good deal. If you split up that 3 days, you're paying like about $32 per day. Yeah.
Yes, and it's a 8 to 5 kind of course.
And the best part is you get to pluck out all the golden nuggets from Florian, the master architect himself for this event. Yep. Florian Escofer. He is the co-founder and member of Louis Boyd, a route setting company since 7 years ago, established in 2010. This dude is actually 29 years old.
Why you tell everybody his age?
I mean, if you want to know, somebody who is such young, inspiring, 20s, you're traveling the world and setting routes. That's a pretty cool job to me.
Yeah, since 2010, he's been a setter at the Boulder World Cup
Oh wow, the World Cup.
in Netherlands, Eindhoven, Netherlands. He has set in June 2010 and June 2011 for the Boulder World Cup there.
Wow.
And then he came to Gravico in 2012. He constantly sets for the youth French national bouldering team training. The North Face Cup as well. Just plenty of competitions under his belt as a route setter. And if we're lucky, we're actually convincing him to join the campus challenge on Sunday, just before the grand finals.
I think he's gonna crush the event.
He says, I don't want to join, I'm weak.
No. I think he's just
If you've seen
being-
him, right, without his shirt on,
Yeah. If I see
like
him.
a lean, mean climbing machine.
How do you know? How do you know, Ashley?
He was changing behind just now.
And you...
Happened to be there.
Okay. And you didn't close your eyes.
I blinked.
Okay, just blink. And yeah. So kids, if you're listening to this, if you see Florian changing, yeah, just blink. Yeah. Do what Ashley does.
In fact, I would like to see him try some of the open routes. When we were setting for them, he did do some of them to test.
Yeah.
But it's usually the tradition that the guest route setters will demonstrate any of the climbs that we haven't seen any tops on. So the really, really difficult ones, right?
Wow, yeah.
So there's a lot of pressure on him to be able to do those when the time comes.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you are the architect, you know how to get up. You know, if you design a building, you know
Where the lifts and stairs.
yeah where the lift and stairs are. These guys are taking up the stairs. He probably just lands up on the helipad straight away at the top of the building. And I think this year actually is pretty interesting because we have a friend here from Japan
Yes.
joining, right?
Meiichi from Japan. He's not from Tokyo. He told me where he's from a while ago.
Okay.
I have never been there.
Well, we just know he's from Japan. He's Japanese.
He's Japanese.
Travel all the way to Singapore just for this event, right?
Yes, it
Oh.
is because he was the champion of the North Face Cup this year in Tokyo.
Wow.
That competition is
And it's-
organized by Base Camp. Remember Yuji?
Oh, Yuji.
That's
yeah,
Yuji's
yeah.
gym.
Yuji Hirayama.
So yes, he has won that competition and won the right to fly down to Boulderactive to compete in the open men. He's gonna give our local boys a run for their money.
Aha.
He's 1.9 meters tall.
My. And how old is he?
17. He is 17 years old, the
Okay.
youngest of 3 boys, and he's been winning or doing really well in World Youth Championships.
Uh-huh. And he is here to join us for the open category. I think, it's a really, really good experience for him as well.
Yes.
And for us as well, to be hosting such a great talent and such a, amazing athlete here. It's gonna be a feast for the eyes for all our viewers around the world.
Feast for our eyes because he's good looking.
Well, I mean, no, he is good looking, but it's gonna be a feast for the eyes. You got so many people from all around Asia, from all around the world, coming to Singapore. This tiny little red dot in the world map, having a competition, bouldering competition, and hopefully we get to see in a very international open finals.
Yes. We do have a climber from Australia joining us in the open women category as well. A bit more about Meiichi, his brother. Okay, not about him, but his brother. Tomoa Narasaki actually just won the Chongqing leg of the Bouldering World Cup this year. His very first goal, Tomoa. So congrats to him. I think his brother would like to replicate that. We'll see how he does in the open men finals. I'm just assuming he's going to get into finals lah. Come all the way from Japan.
I'm pretty sure, he's gonna make it to the finals, man. If he can be the champion for the Novice Cup, and with the standards of
Fighting
climbing,
among,
it's standards
Japan, the climbers there, the 8-year-olds, they have competitions for 8-year-olds.
Wow. I know what kind of competition we have here for 8-year-olds. Coloring competition. Well, you don't have rock climbing competition for 8-year-olds, but that's one thing that we got to look up to the Japanese in terms of their climbing standards.
Yes.
They say you start really young.
But year after year, I can really say that our climbing standards have been pushed and are continuously just, we're trying to bring you really, really world-class things here at Boulderactive. Every year we're going bigger and bolder.
Well, it's nice to see. I remember 10 years ago, the variation and the standards and the difficulty of the routes that set for competitions are totally different.
Totally different. I was just saying that the team event routes,
Yeah.
not a single jump,
Yeah, I mean,
except one that's upside down.
yeah. I like jugs. They're nice to hold, but the slopers and pockets too. Well, I mean, you have cubes. That one's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
10 seconds left for detail 6. Ouch. That guy took a big hard fall on his shoulder.
Oh yeah, I hope it's all right.
He's got 1 second left.
Oh,
That's too late. He is not going to get the top. People are really stretching our route judges here. Stopping just before or just after. And
Yeah.
they have to make that decision.
But our real judges have been briefed, and everyone
Trained.
is they're maintaining a consistent standard. So when the whistle calls, that's the end. You gotta come down and move on to the next detail.
We call them judges for a reason. They are fair, impartial,
Exactly.
and we really thank them for all their work. They've been working very, very tirelessly since the first day of competition that was on Thursday, and we gotta keep going till Sunday. And we're gonna bring upon our last detail for the team event category. That
This is
we
the final
have
detail.
Final detail, yes. Final detail before my voice dies as well.
No.
Let me
it won't.
introduce to you the final detail. The climbers in the final detail. We have some team, SUM, some
Okay, something.
team from SUTD. From the Singapore University of Technology and Design, we have Felicia Soon, Damien Ho, and Stanley Goh. The three musketeers from Anderson Junior College, Luo Yao, Tong Wing Yi, and Ko Boon Dre. From NAF, okay, I don't know why they're called NAF, but they're from ITE College East, Nurul Ariani, Nurul Nadira, and Nur Fatin. Oh, maybe that's why they're NAF.
Yeah.
And climbers
likely.
from Team SMAC, SMAC. We have Lee Xiu Mi, Demarin Allen Christian, and Michelle.
Mm-hmm.
In the next team, 2 fingers, 1 pocket.
Oh.
You like, right? Pockets.
Yeah. I mean, they're the most challenging thing to ever hold.
So
But if you connect really well, they're the best stuff.
2 fingers, 1 pocket is Ming Yao, Zi Hao, and Sheena Ng from Tampines Junior College.
You know what's the best thing? If you get 3 fingers in one pocket.
The deeper, the better.
No. The fit it must be right. You got 3 fingers, you get a better hole. Yeah. You know those mono pockets? No.
You don't like monos. They are very
No, it's
injury
yes.
inducing.
I know it's injury. Yeah. So nowadays they like to put mono. No, I think the 3 fingers one is perfect. Okay. Anyway.
Last team in this detail, Team 39.
Yeah.
Trisha's a party.
Okay.
To spin on 3 is a party, but Trisha's a party now. Trisha is in this team, of course. She's from NUS. We also have Adi and Alan.
Okay. Let me know who's Risha. I really want to know why she's
the
a
one
party.
with the blonde streaks in her hair.
She's a party.
So let's see who is on the wall now. That's route 1, 2, 3, 3, and 4. That's the jug that I told you, the only jug on the team event routes. The yellow one that's upside down. And he does not get
Which
the
one?
top.
Which one? Oh, that's jug. Oh yeah, yeah. It's turned upside down. There's a very big jug. But they've put a really small, a tile.
Screw on, yes.
Oh, a screw-on tile, right? You can see that. Really prevents the climbers from finding a very nice grip. That is a big hindrance. Yeah.
Small
little,
tile,
yeah, very small.
big hindrance.
Yeah, all the small little
Oh,
details.
that's a top 4. Our climber on problem 3. Oh, wow. You can't hear it, but someone made a very manly roar
Oh,
on route number 5 as he was topping the route.
I think he was just expressing his contentment and his joy. He just made it to the top. So that's all right. That's it for me, folks. Thank you, Ashley, for having me on this segment for the live broadcast to everyone around the world. We hope that you will continue to be watching and be entertained. Ashley is going to be here all the way until Sunday.
If my voice holds up, that is, I really apologize if it's a strain to hear me. I'm trying my very best. I'm drinking everything I can.
Now, let me tell you this. It's been a pleasure and it's lovely to hear your wonderful and sweet voice. And everyone around the world, thank you
Farewell.
for tuning in. I'll see you guys and hope to see you in real life. Please come down to the Funan Digital Life Mall in Singapore.
Over the next 2 days, yes.
Yes, we're going to be here for the next 2 days. So, ciao, people. Be
Bye,
safe.
Zayed.
Goodbye.
All right, so we've got 13 and a half minutes left for the last detail here. All these routes look doable. We've seen tops on every single one of them. Some, of course, more challenging than others. So climbers on detail 1 and 5. Hi Patrice, are you coming back to entertain me now that
I'm
Zayed
back.
is gone?
I'm back for the last team category detail 7.
Yes, that's right. And these climbers have been waiting the whole day to climb, so let's see if their excitement has pulled them through this entire day.
It's been a long day.
Yes, we've seen the intermediate men and women compete earlier today. Trisha now on route number 3,
Trisha actually competed in intermediate women.
just earlier today, that's right. And it was her first intermediate women competition.
Yeah.
She promoted in Pumpfest
Yes.
last weekend.
Really good job right there. Really strong.
Speaking of Pumpfest, that is the reason I have no voice. I was busy busting my lungs and vocal cords out for climbers, supporting them. And this is what it has brought me.
So even though you didn't climb, still tired as hell.
My voice, it's failing me. But okay, let's see who do we have on problem 1. She is trying to rock over. She's got to bring her weight past that foothold.
That split. Really trying to...
Splits on both sides of your screen right now.
Yeah.
Route 1 and 4.
Looks kind of cool on the screen.
She's taking a break,
So Route 1 is asking
her
for
friends
chalk.
giving her chalk. So sweet. Yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. Chalk, magnesium carbonate, a treat for your sweaty palms.
If you're competing alone, you're not allowed to do that. But
You're
since
not.
because the team event can help each other out.
Yes, a team event comprises of 3 people, so you have 2 friends with you to be rooting for you and giving you tips as you go. Sometimes even modeling the route for you. That's Adi on Route 1 in his funky pants. Oh, he can't get to the other side.
Those pants are really catchy.
So he's passed the baton on to Ellen. Ellen is going to attempt this problem now.
Route 6 and Route 1, both ends of the wall on the screen right now.
Yes, indeed. Our wall is huge. It's taking up the entire central atrium at Funan Digital Life Mall. And it's also really high. I don't remember our walls being this high. But do be careful if you're climbing over the next few days to watch where you fall. Safety first, guys. These climbers are actually protected with crash pads, and it kind of breaks their falls. They don't need harnesses or ropes because these walls are less than 5 meters high.
We also have our spotters from Team
That's
NUS and NUS Climbing Club, making sure that they have a proper landing.
So that's Trisha. She's got the bonus on 1.
Climbing through an injury.
Yeah, both ankle and knee, as you can tell.
So speaking of injury, actually tomorrow, East Coast Practitioners.
Ah, yes, one of
Yes.
our sponsors, East Coast Practitioners, Marcus and his team, will be coming down to the venue.
Yeah, they'll be coming down tomorrow. So for those who wants to get a free consultation about the loose ankle or aching wrist, can go ahead and see Marcus and his team.
Yes, I need to see him about my. Do you think he'll treat my vocal cords?
I don't know if that is specialty because I know he specializes in osteopathy and physiotherapy.
Osteopathy and physiotherapy. I see. Okay, he's just gonna tell me to rest my voice, don't talk so much, and
Probably.
sleep some more. Which are 3 things I can't do at Boulderactive 2016 because this is the competition of the year right here, organized by NUS. Thank you so much to our title sponsor, Black Diamond. And Team NUS and NUS Climbing Club climbers for all your effort and hours put into setting and testing the routes, making sure everything runs smoothly. Registration, judges, spotters, climbers.
Sometimes people think that running a competition is just a span of 1 week from the wall set up until the end of the last
No
category.
way, man. No
But actually,
way.
it
Not a
takes
chance.
about a year to plan this entire
Yeah,
thing.
in fact, we are already looking at the next team who will take over for Boulderactive 2017. It will be Boulderactive's 20th birthday.
Whoa.
So it's gonna be,
Something big's coming up, I guess.
yes, something wicked this way comes. A climber now on route number 4. Swinging over, she needs to get her foot on the foothold. We have a combination of female and male climbers in this team event. It's really cool to see both genders climb side by side.
Yeah, and you can't say that only guys can do this route or only girls can do this route because these climbers are proving to us that both genders can conquer all of this together. even though this is our last category and our last detail for the day, the energy and the psych right here is still going strong. People are still cheering for the climbers on the wall. And our climbers on the wall are fighting hard, keeping that move, sticking that foothold, pinching those tiles, pinching until water comes out.
Our climber on detail in detail 7 on route 1. She's struggling a little with the bonus tile. She needs to get her foot on the foothold actually. Oh no.
She's resting.
Yes indeed. She's just like,
That's the good thing about the slab wall. You can go hands-free for a while. Just lean on it, put your whole body.
against the wall, yes. But it really needs a bit of experience and training on slab walls to be able to do such routes. They are somewhat different from the other routes. We don't see a lot of slab walls in gyms.
And the thing about slab wall is when routes set on the slab wall, they tend to set leg base moves.
Yep, so it's a lot more leg than arm power. Sometimes you have to go hands-free and stand up on a very tiny foothold or a volume. And that's the top on route number 1.
So if you're wondering what are the tapes for, those tapes marks the start. So before our climbers can proceed on, they must
Get
be
into the right starting position. That's
so
right.
one tape means one limb. Doesn't matter if it's your hand or your leg, as long as that correct number of limbs.
That's right. So 4 yellow tapes followed by a blue tape halfway up the wall. As you can see on the right, both sides of the screen, you see the bonus tile. So the route judge marks how many attempts it takes you to get to that point. That's the bonus. And then how many attempts to get to the top. That is also marked in a similar yellow tape.
And the scoring goes in the IFSC system where it's number of tops, attempts
Followed
to tops.
by attempts to top, yep.
Yeah, and number of bonus and attempts to bonus. So the less attempt you take for each top and for each bonus, the higher your score will be.
That's right. And the top 3 teams this evening will be getting some awesome prizes. Prize giving ceremonies on Sunday if you want to watch that. So Boulderactive team event prizes include Climb Asia passes, Matolius chalk, shirts, harnesses from Black Diamond. Really, really fancy stuff. Thanks to our title sponsor. Climbers on the wall now have just over 2 minutes to get more scores.
Alright, so as you can see in route 1, she was using the T-nut hole on the wall. So
And that is against the climbing competition rules, so she was
Yep.
asked to come down by the route judge.
So right now we can see route 2 holding the bonus tile, leaning himself on the volume. He has to get his feet up on the grey volume to get the end. So it's really about weight shifting. So if you don't shift your weight properly, you might just pop out and have a big swing that you can't control. And it'll just swing out. So right now we are looking at route 6, one of our NUS climbers right there, climbing through an injury and finishing it.
1 minute left for our climbers in detail 7. 1 minute to score some more bonuses and tops.
In your screen, you might have seen some people running across. Yes, because there's only 1 minute left and they really, really want to finish and really want to get that prize. And as well as the bragging rights.
Yeah, that's the most important bit.
Yeah. The prize is just a bonus, yeah? We'll see right now on route 2. Will he finish it? And it's a finish with just 30 seconds to spare.
And that is the whistle. That's the end of the 19 minutes of climbing time. That's the end of Detail 7 and also the end of Day 2 here at the NUS Black Diamond Boulderactive. Our officials are monkeying around right now, as you can tell. But this is also where I say goodbye. I have to rest my voice. Thanks, Pat, for commentating with me.
No problem. So we'll be here again tomorrow.
Starting with the fun climb and then the open women and followed by open men qualifiers. Very, very strong people coming your way.
So we will see you again tomorrow
Either
here.
on YouTube or here.
At Funan.
Yes. Have a good dinner. Bye.
Otaki, performance climbing shoe. Precise, supportive and structured. Ideal for climbing on crags, walls and boulders. Double Velcro closures for quick closure and precision. P3 system construction. Heel shell with innovative S heel. Maintains perfect stability in torsion. Abrasion resistance coating for toe hooks. Vibram excess edge 4mm sole. Otaki, precise and sharp, like a samurai's word. Squama, sensitive, snug-fitting, flexible climbing shoe, ideal for top performance both on rock walls and in the gym. Maximum sensibility and precision. S heel allows perfect stability in torsion, enhancing performance for heel hooking. Sole in 2 parts to enhance longitudinal flexibility. Protective, ultra-gritty rubber insert for overhangs. Vibram XS Grade 2, 4mm sole. Squama. It fits like a skin, it protects like a scale.